Today we're going to dive into Elbow Reef in North Key Largo, and this is one of the nicest reefs I've seen. We had great visibility and lots of really awesome fish. This is an elkhorn coral whose branching structures used to make up most of the reefs in Key Largo and provide plenty of different habitats and areas for fish to live in, like this queen parrotfish. Elkhorn coral as well as staghorn coral but hit really hard recently, and they've declined at very high rates, so it's very rare to see healthy coral nowadays, but the coral here was amazing and it was very awesome to see. Some of the key problems facing these corals are going to be increasing water temperatures, low water quality, and also ocean acidification, which makes it harder for them to build their exoskeletons that form the reefs. Spotted trunkfish is a member of the boxfish family, and their bony skeletons make it harder for them to maneuver and give them their boxy shape, but also help protect them. Black margates are one of the biggest members of the grunt family and spend their time looking for crustaceans in the sand. And to the right we have a couple of different staghorn corals that are looking pretty healthy as well. And there's a great barracuda, which is a fierce predator that is built for speed. Some of the most abundant fish we have are going to be our bluehead wrasse. And these yellow ones are actually juveniles and females, and they're a very important fish on the reefs because they're called facultative cleaners. As you can see here, they're cleaning parasites and dead skin off of this queen parrotfish. And they'll do this for mainly herbivores as well, like this blue tang, because they are still at risk of getting eaten by other predatory fish. Another important cleaner fish on our reefs is going to be our French angelfish juveniles. So they don't rely fully on parasites for food, but they are pretty opportunistic. And as we can see here, this one's pretty popular. It's got a couple surgeonfish that are requesting its services. This angelfish stands out to clients by having very bright coloration, and specifically the yellow stripes that contrast with its black body. And if you look closely on the bottom of their fins, they also have blue outlines as well. And it's pretty interesting. Many cleaner species all over the world have evolved these blue and yellow colorations, which help them stand out against the reef and really contrast to the vision of client fish. As this angelfish matures and grows older, its coloration is actually going to change. And it's going to lose these vertical stripes. They're going to become more like tiny dots on the side, and the blue on the bottom of the fin is going to completely disappear. These three trumpetfish are actually all the same species, and they can take on different colors depending on different factors in their environment, and it's thought that they actually use their different colors to blend in better behind different non-threatening herbivores. Like the blue ones can hunt better with blue tangs and catch smaller prey off guard, whereas yellow ones can typically be seen hunting besides queen angelfish, which are non-threatening to smaller fish. Often the client will open up their mouths or their gills to invite the cleaner fish to get into these harder to reach areas where parasites like to hang out. Butterfly fish are often seen in pairs of males and females, and are typically swimming around the reef looking for corals to eat. Sharp-nosed pufferfish is one of the smallest and cutest fish found in Key Largo reefs, and threatened they can inflate their body to stop them from being swallowed by a predator. These are adult porkfish, which are a kind of grunt that acts as a facultative cleaner as a juvenile, cleaning parasites, but as adults they eat different things like crustaceans. Lobsters can often be found hiding underneath rocks and in crevices during the day. Hogfish can often be seen foraging around in the sand, looking for different crustaceans, and when they're rooting around in the sand, this attracts the attention of other wrasse and smaller fish that are looking for an easy meal, who will often be seen following behind. Hogfish can also change the color of their skin rapidly. Pay close attention here as it shifts from its barred red pattern to a lighter white pattern that it uses for when it's swimming higher up in the reef. Spotted scorpionfish is one of the masters of camouflage on our reefs. Can you find it? This red-band parrotfish is a survivor. It looks like it had a bite taken out of its tail by one of the predators, but it managed to get away. Speaking of predators, this golden-tailed moray is out on the prowl searching for an easy meal. The golden-tailed morays are a lot smaller than the green morays, which are also found commonly in the Keys. Not all fish are solitary hunters. A lot of fish actually hunt in groups in many different contexts. For example, some fish will actually go grab an eel to come hunt with them, or some will follow behind others that are disturbing the sand. But in this situation, it looks like there's a large group of yellowtail snappers that are going around, and I think they're looking around the wreck. There's like a bunch of shit pieces everywhere and places to hide, so there's probably a lot of crustaceans or smaller fish, and potentially eggs that were laid by damselfish. And you might notice that there's a couple different species intermixed within them, such as the Spanish hogfish, which is the purple and yellow one, and the yellow jacks, which have that little yellow mark up top and are very fast swimmers. Pudding wife wrasse has one of my favorite names for any fish here in the Keys, and I would love to know the story behind how it got that name. The white-spotted filefish has a little file on the top of its head that it uses for defense and also to wedge itself into the reef at night while it goes to sleep. Parrotfish use their fused teeth to scrape off algae from rocks, and these guys are actually in the territory of the damselfish, who, as you can tell, is not super pumped about it. Nowadays, most of the news you hear about coral reefs is all pretty negative. And while it is true that they're facing many different issues all over the world and they're dying out at alarming rates, being out at an amazing site like this really gives me a lot of hope and inspires me to imagine what our reefs could look like if they're healthy. And this is what they used to look like back in the 80s with all these fish swimming throughout these large branching elkhorn and staghorn. And there's still a lot of people that are working hard to work on coral restoration here in the Keys to get these reefs looking back like that. Citizens all over the world are able to get involved in citizen science initiatives like Reef's Volunteer Fish Survey Project, which tracks fish populations and abundances over time. And there's many more projects like this, so there's a lot of cool stuff going on out there.